A few years ago, a relatively unknown company released one of the greatest backpacking headlamps on the market, and it became so popular that the ultralight community started making mods for it to make it lighter and, in my opinion, more comfortable. Of course, I'm talking about the NiteCore NU25 headlamp. This max 360 lumen headlamp is USB micro rechargeable and weighed in at just 1.17 ounces, including the shock cord mod from lightsmith.com. But it was lacking one important thing: a fast charge USB-C. In comes the NiteCore NU25 Gen2. Not only does it support USB-C charging, but it also is brighter, has a bigger battery, and as an added bonus, there are 4 LED battery indicator lights now. Now this headlamp comes in 2 different flavors: the standard NU25 and the NU25 UL with a shock cord headband. Now, though the UL version is a step in the right direction, the headband I think could definitely be improved. And honestly, I'd prefer some of the features of the headlamp not be included at all, as people that swore by the original NU25 never asked for these features. But before we get into that, let's take a look at the specs of the lamp. First off, the original NU25 without any headband mod weighed in at 1.85 ounces or 52.5 grams. The new one with the UL headband weighs a bit less at 1.59 ounces or 45 grams. The plastic bracket has been upgraded on both models and addressed my only real complaint from the last generation, as I did have the Gen 1 bracket break on me, I think 1 to 2 times now in my pack. The max lumens on the new generation have increased from 360 to 400 lumens, and the battery is increased in size just a bit from 610 to 650 milliamps. The overall charge time from a dead battery to full is about an hour and a half with USB charging, so that saves about 30 minutes over the original NU25. Now, the Gen 1 NU25 had a simple 2-button design, and that continues on the NU25 Gen 2, though not everything is exactly the same. Let's run through the different modes. To turn on the light from off, just long press the power button. You can then press the power button to cycle through low, medium, and high modes. There's also a nice ultra low lumen mode that can be turned on with the power button by tapping it twice when it's off. Now, while the light is on, you can press the mode button to cycle through the different modes. When we have spotlight, floodlight, red light, and a mixture of both the spot and the floodlights. The power button can also be used in conjunction with any of these modes to adjust the brightness level. And it also provides a blinking red light for biking or to leave yourself or someone else an indicator light if you leave camp. To turn off the headlight, again, just hold down the power button. To check the battery status indicator, all you gotta do is hit the mode button once and you're presented with up to 4 LEDs, each being 25% battery power. The last mode, which is an SOS beacon, can be accessed by simply double tapping the mode button while it's off. Lastly, this model continues with what every headlamp should have: a lockout feature, so the light doesn't actually get turned on inside your pack and drain the battery. To lock the lamp, it's the same as last time. You just press and hold both mode and power buttons for 2 seconds. Both main lights will then flash 3 times, letting you know that it's locked. The upgrades from the Gen 1 to Gen 2 are all around pretty solid, and the headband mod is a step in the right direction. However, I personally have several issues with the lamp right out of the box, and I'm gonna go over those issues now. Now, none of these issues are necessarily a big deal, more of a want list for the next generation. And I have expressed these opinions to NiteCore, as they did send these 2 models to me at no cost in exchange for my honest feedback. NiteCore missed an opportunity to make the lock feature non-abrasive. And what I mean by that is there really isn't a need to alert the entire world that you have locked your headlamp by flashing both main lights 3 times. A simple flash of the battery indicator instead would definitely suffice. In fact, if you try pressing a button while the lamp is locked, both lights will flash again. The previous generation would just flash the battery indicator in a non-attention grabbing way, and that was simply perfect, at least for me. My second issue has to do with why the original NU25 became so popular as it still remains today. And that reason was because it's small, compact, and simple. It had 1 primary light and a small LED floodlight with a CRI. The CRI is supposedly designed to help you see colors better. Personally, mumbo jumbo in my opinion, but NiteCore threw it on there without needing to make the headlamp any bigger. On the Gen 2 model, however, NiteCore clearly decided to make the headlamp bigger by adding 2 main lights. Now, I can see some people liking this feature, and who knows, maybe after I use this on a few hikes, I'll change my tune about it, but for now, I could do with just 1 main light and 2 secondary lights when I need them. Finally, the headband. NiteCore, kudos to you for trying, but I have some reflective shock cord and a cord lock on the way to see if I can make this thing a little lighter. My intention is to mimic the same design from the Gen 1 sold on lightsmith.com. Now, it's also worth noting that you can easily swap both headbands out, or if they break, you can fix them. Especially in the non-UL version, there's actually metal clips here that you can take the headband in and out on the fly. Personally, in a headlamp as light as this, I'd go with the UL band as I find it more comfortable and more compact. The headband is great. I mean, it has a little elastic or silicone sweat thing on it, I guess, that's nice, but you're still using the shock cord on the back anyway, so I guess I just don't see a full point to having 2 flavors of this. Now it's your turn. I want you to tell me what you think. Am I completely off base in my opinion here? How do you feel about the 3 issues I have with the headlamp? Let me know down in the comments, and also give me your take on the entire lamp overall. Do you like the improvements from Gen 1, or should they have just added a USB-C to Gen 1 and called it a day? If I find, after making my own headband for this lamp, that it offers the same comfort with a significant weight advantage over the stock UL band, I'll definitely make a video on how I made mine, so you can make one yourself. I really do want to like this headlamp as much as my original NU25, but it's got some glaring issues for me. So, if you found any use in this video, give it a thumbs up, consider subscribing, and I'll see you on the trail. Let me use this for a while, probably give my review in about 6 to 10 months on this one. Thanks everybody. See you in the next one.